Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Whittlewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Whittlewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign spanning across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us at the table, we do have several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, a game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes as they are making their way through a dungeon, damp and dark. And we'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
Oh yeah, I get to go first, huh? Um, I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you rarely have ever seen before. He's taller than most, stronger than most. He's got light, almost grayish skin covered in runic tattoos, and a mop of messy red hair that hangs down over his forehead, and reddish-orange eyes that seem to glow like embers. And maybe mini story time. After the last session, I was asked about the quote, "I don't take kindly to cultist types." So a little bit about Haven. He has a sister, and through their childhood and young adulthood, she'd confide in him regularly about hauntingly vivid dreams that she would have, almost more like visions, that she had of devils and their corrupt followers that were hunting for her, and they captured her and do terrible things. She was stronger than he was. She could definitely take care of herself. But he, of course, always promised her that he'd never let them hurt her. I mean, it's his sister after all. But then a few years ago, she suddenly disappeared from home, and all that's left was a note. It said, "They're coming for me and I'm leaving. Don't come looking for me, I'll be fine." So he didn't, until now. And that's what's brought him here to Baldur's Gate. And now he's face to face with those that remind him of the stories that she used to tell.
Alright. Next up on our introductions, why don't we learn about Saren?
Hello, my name is Brent, and I will be playing Saren Starseeker, an Astro Elf Divine Soul Sorcerer, who has found himself dropped from the stars into the chaos of Baldur's Gate, and found himself involved in a nefarious plot that went awry. He is searching for purpose in this new place, and for a way to one day return to the stars.
Alright. Next up for our introductions, let's get one for Meliors.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I am playing Melior's Grin. She is a beautifully dangerous dual-wielding drow ranger with steely gray skin and snow white hair. This week's fun fact about Mel is she is allergic to avocados. So no guacamole for Mel. It's tragic.
You know, it would be even more unfortunate if Meliodas got the avocado allergy and then Alisaria didn't, and that was a point of contention between the two of them.
Oh, Alizaria totally doesn't have the same allergy, and she's forever just rubbing it in about how she can just enjoy some guac. And poor Mel, none for her.
Poor Mel. Amazing. And next up, last but not least, let's learn of Magda.
Hi, I'm Radiant. I play Magda, who is a Yuan-Ti pureblood blood hunter. She's really young, around 17, 18, and she's been working for the guild for a long time as a runner, doing just light jobs here and there. And then she's now finding herself with grown-ups and getting herself into places and trouble that she really didn't want to. But she's also finding herself that she's kind of curious and is likes to explore. So being in a dungeon, may have some consequences.
Mm, consequences. in my D&D. More likely than you think. But with our introductions out of the way, we have a dungeon to return to. Last session, you all had entered the bathhouse and beneath it, and you seem to have found a dungeon that shows signs of the dead three, at least on a few of the doors. Exactly where you needed to be for fighting cultists. And you did fight some. That's where we last ended off, as you dispatched 2 figures. But now it seems that you have a noble that has been kept prisoner here. There's a bag over his face. Not yet interacted with him. We left quite immediately after combat ended. So as we return to this damp, flooded dungeon, what do you do?
Seeing that the 2 adversaries had fallen, Saren would make his way up to the altar to remove the sack over his head. Is he making any noise?
As you get closer, he'll start to flinch and. Oh, please, just let me go. I have family.
Saren will rip the sack off his head.
And then he blinks and. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Clem Jasso.
Why are you down here?
Well, I was captured. My body got slain, and then they brought me down here.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, a day or so, maybe 2.
Saren's gonna take out his longsword and start cutting his bindings, assuming that he's tied.
Why are
He,
you doing that?
He's obviously not one of them. They were torturing him when we came in.
he is
Could be a
tied.
trick.
He is tied up, but he is bound by metal shackles, not rope.
Oh,
Can I check the bodies, dead bodies?
Sure. As you look over the bodies, Kazira doesn't have much, the woman, besides a shield, and her armor, chainmail, all kind of, decorated in ways that are favorable to the dead three. Yignath, the, helmed fighter, that was last to go down, does have a iron keyring on his belt, with 7 keys upon it.
he's bound in chain. There should be a key somewhere. Saren will see Magda searching the bodies. Magda, have you found anything?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, no. We'll say that Magda can share the fact that she's found some keys.
Yes, sorry.
Would you mind freeing him?
Can I just hand you the keys?
Sure. Of
Thank
the
you.
7, you're welcome. Of the 7 keys, do any of them look to match exactly?
Yeah, one of them would seem to fit the shackles.
All right, we'll give that a try.
It will work. I'm just going to fix cameras here real quick.
Ooh, sorry about that.
No worries. Alright. So, as you are unlocking Klim, I want everyone to roll for me a perception check, please.
Told you so.
There is a sound of metal, and it seems like the sound of like breaking apart, disjointed. Melioris and Haven, you are able to pinpoint where it comes from. You see out of the corner of your eye the armor, the two gauntlets detach themselves and are approaching you all. We're going to roll initiatives. And you gain a +1 to your AC from chat.
Hey. Thank you.
Hey, camera's all fixed, just in time for combat. Hey, you.
Where did these gauntlets come from again?
There was a suit of armor that had no helm, and these gauntlets are coming off of it. Alright, so, Melioris, you are the first to act. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I believe I currently have my longbow out because I think that's what I was using last time.
Sounds about
And
right.
what these are gauntlets?
Yeah,
What are these?
gauntlets.
Right?
They
Okay.
the icon does not match what they are. Just gotta make your but basically the part of the armor for the gloves.
There's like animated armor gloves.
Yeah, just
coming off
the
the
gauntlets.
wall.
Yep, from an armor suit in the alcove. Yep, they just kind of flew off.
And do they look menacing?
They do seem to be hostile.
Okay, I think I would like to step diagonally to the, assuming north is up, to the northwest, right there. Thank you. And then I'm just gonna shoot at the nearest one.
Yeah, go for it.
And I think I have Hunter's Mark up from last time.
If you
I have a spell ticked off.
you might. I don't have it marked on my enemies.
Okay, we will just say that I don't, then that's fine. So I'll just roll regular. Well, that 11 I don't think is gonna hit, so I don't think it matters.
Unfortunately, the 11 will miss.
Okay, that's it.
All right. With that, it is gonna be Lefty's turn. And Lefty was the one that you just struck. But Magda is right over here. So the gauntlet is going to try and punch Magda. Does an 18 hit Magda?
Yes.
That'll be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And then the next one in our initiative order is going to be Righty. And Righty is over here. Saren is going to try and punch Saren. 13 to hit Saren.
13 hits.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Saren's down.
Alright. With that, Saren, we come to your turn. You're unconscious. Would you like to roll me a death saving throw?
No. 15.
That is a success. What was the last thought you had before you went down, Saren?
Where did that come from?
I love that. Alright, unfortunately that is all that you can do this turn, Saren. Magda, we come to your go.
Okay, so I would like to. Okay, if I do a blood curse, I don't have to. It's blood curse is separate than crimson, right?
What was that?
Oh, sorry. Is blood curse separate than crimson, right?
Yes.
Okay. As a bonus action, I would like to activate Blood Curse of Finding on the gauntlet that's attacking me. Can it make me a strength saving throw of DC 12?
Hold on, let me just check something on that real quick.
Oh. Is it because it's a construct?
Well, the fact that it does not have blood will definitely take into effect here.
Crap.
It's literally just armor.
Yeah.
Shoddy armor at that. Terrible craftsmanship.
So, yeah, you'd have to amplify it to, affect something that doesn't have blood. Which means, taking that damage.
Nope, can't afford it. Okay. Okay, quick question. If I swing this way, will I get attack of opportunity from the right gauntlet?
You are in front of the left gauntlet, so if you move anywhere, you're risking an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Well then, you know what? Heck, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I would like to attack it. Oh, spells. Let's do Booming Blade. I'm going to go ahead and attack it with the thingy. Where's my short sword? A 17 hit.
17 will just hit a gauntlet.
Okay, great. That is 4 points of piercing damage. Thank you.
Alright. Haven. We'll come to your turn.
I guess procedural question, is it possible to draw a thrown weapon and throw it in the same turn?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like an axe or a dagger or something?
Yeah, as part of your attack. Well, technically part of your movement, but part of your attack.
Okay. Seeing that Magda's engaging with the left gauntlet, but the right one has taken Saren down, Haven's a little bit cautious, so he's got to stay back, at least for a second, and draw an axe from out behind his back and throw it at left gauntlet.
You have advantage from chat, I believe. Is that going to Haven? Seeing that we're not getting a response, I'm going to say yes. Saren for the next save throw. So, unfortunately, that advantage is going to be negated, so that'll be a 7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
And then Haven's gonna move a little bit north and back, kind of splitting the distance between the gauntlet and Mel for now.
Okay. Melioris, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's try this again. I saw in my notes I do have Hunter's Mark up, so I'm going to put it on that left gauntlet, which is on the right for me, so that's fun. With my bonus action, and then I'm going to shoot it. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then I just rolled a 1d6, right? With the way you do it?
1d6, and then you add a 6 onto that, so 8, 15. Well,
That's a ton of damage.
with your crate, lefty goes down.
Yay! Love that for him. Okay. That's it. I'm just gonna stay where I am and feel really pleased with myself.
Hell yeah, you should. It is Righty's turn after this. And since Saren's down, no longer a threat, at least to Gauntlet. Gonna close distance on Magda and throw a punch.
But I'm cute.
When has that ever stopped me?
Yeah.
You are so lucky it bounced off a nat 20. That's only an 11 to hit.
That misses.
Alright. Saren, it is your turn. You get to roll for me a death saving throw with advantage, thanks to chat.
That's a 19.
That is another success. Saren, why don't you give me a memory that comes to your mind in this moment?
Theron is reminded of the many times that his parents would be playing music and encouraging to him to dance aboard their ship, and him reluctantly, usually, giving in and doing that with them.
Beautiful. Alright. Unfortunately, that is all for your turn, Saren. Magda, we come to your turn. You have a gauntlet in front of you. Oh, did we lose?
Sorry. Hold on.
Alright, no worries.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do Booming Blade again. to hit.
19 will hit.
Oh, and 8 points of damage. That's max damage.
Does Booming Blade not also do thunder damage?
If it moves.
If it moves. Beautiful. Alright. Haven. Sure go.
Need to beat this shoddy armor into shape. Haven's gonna draw his smithing hammer from his belt and approach the right gauntlet and take a swing at it.
Go for it.
Pretty sure a nat 1 misses though.
That is going to be a miss, unfortunately.
It has the higher ground.
That it does, seeing that it's literally floating in air. But that'll be it for Haven's turn, meaning Meliodas, it is your go.
It's me again? That was so fast. Okay, well, bonus action, move Hunter's Mark onto the remaining gauntlet and shoot. 19 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, combat goes a lot quicker when you don't have multi-attack, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's 7 and 5 is 12 points of damage.
12 points. With that, Righty also goes down, and you are no longer bound by initiative.
Haven's gonna move over towards Saren and try and stabilize him. He looks like he's doing well, but he's not quite back yet.
Go ahead, give me a medicine check.
Now we get the 19.
Okay. Typically with stabilization, it'll just get them out of, what's it called?
Death saves.
Death saves. So, that's, we'll say you come back to 1 HP, so that way you've got some capability of doing stuff here, Saren.
Saren slowly comes to, and is not really sure what happened, but he's coughing blood and looking pretty confused. What happened?
This guy was trapped. Haven moves to like block any way that Clem might be able to retreat. Did you know this was gonna happen?
No, I didn't know anything.
Did you set us up?
No.
You bait to get us down here?
I don't know what's going on. I was just walking in Lower City, and all of a sudden I was nabbed. Look, my family will give you a handsome reward. Just return me, and it will be well enough for you all.
I've never heard of your family. Above table, that's probably honestly the truth. If any of you have, you're welcome to butt in.
Have I heard of this family?
Roll me a history check.
May I roll as well?
Of course. It's not a familiar name to either of you. To any of you. You're also welcome to roll insight checks too, see if this man is worth what he's saying. Haven and Saren. There is fear.
Can we celebrate the double nat ones?
That's up to you guys if you want to celebrate that. But for Haven and Saren, there's desperation in this man's eyes. There is fear. You don't believe that there is a reward waiting. You think that that is just a scared man saying anything that might save his hide that's down here.
Saren's still struggling to his feet, but I don't think he's a part of this. I don't know if we are concerned with a reward, whether there is one or not.
I don't believe what he says. but I don't believe he's involved either.
I, I, I don't care about I care about money, but I trust you guys about the reward. But um, uh, I mean, they brought him down here for a reason, right? Do you think it was for ransom, or do you think he has access, or maybe he?
Well, I believe they were stabbing him when we came into the room. And these are death cultists.
Mr. Joseph, did you do something to piss them off?
I live my life. I go about doing my job just like any other noble of the city. Do I
What's your
deserve
job?
to... Look, I don't have to answer to you. Either you get me out of here, or my family will be hearing of this.
That was quite rude. Okay, do whatever. I'm out.
Should we just let him go?
Yeah, Haven moves off to the side and it makes like a grandiose gesture with his arm past him. You can get yourself out of here.
The only one of the shackles was undone, so he's still partly... And Saren had the keys, so... Does Saren undo the second shackle?
Yeah, I'll move to undo the second shackle.
Man,
And I'm looking like over my shoulder for stuff.
is the armor where that star is?
I believe so. Let me just double check on the map. Yeah, the star is the armor. Yeah, so, as you let him go,
I'm ready for it.
as you let the second, shackle unlock, Haven, you sit there waiting to see maybe if the greaves come off this time. Nothing happens. But Clem will rush off down.
When you go up the two set of flight of stairs and come up to a room, go straight ahead, okay?
He may have heard you, he may have not. He just runs.
Okay, I may have sent them down the long way. Is
He'll
that
figure
really
it out.
petty?
We'll look for his body on the way out.
Okay. Haven, what's on the other side of the student armor?
Its butt? I don't know. You mean like south of the armor or behind the armor?
The south of the armor.
Oh,
Is
I
it
don't know.
another star?
I'm not looking that way. I was looking at the armor
Oh,
and its
yeah, okay.
craftsmanship. I kind of want to investigate these gauntlets. Or not kind of. I do want to look at these gauntlets to see if there's anything special or if they were just
They just
magically animated.
They just seem to have been magically animated. Maybe
So the arm.
from a old enchantment, but don't seem to be anything too terribly special. Like, now they seem a little beat up from where you guys were fighting them.
Is the armor similar to what the other two cultists were wearing?
No, it just seems to be decorative armor.
Also shoddy craftsmanship.
Can we rest a little bit?
Well, perhaps, but we're in a dungeon of sorts, and we don't know what's ahead of us or what could happen upon us.
Exactly. You look like you are really hurt, and I'm kind of hurt.
I mean, you could, just as a suggestion, if you do wish to rest, you do have areas that you have cleared behind you if you would like to backtrack and maybe put some distance between you and the unknown.
We also don't know if more cultists will come down behind us.
This is true. Actions meet consequences.
Well, this room seems a little more utilized than the other rooms. So if you really feel like you need to take a rest, maybe we should go back to like one of the rooms off the 3 doors.
What about that south room that had the skeletons animate?
With the coffin?
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay. Do you need help walking?
Perhaps.
Okay. You can lean on me.
Thank you, Magda. Should we make our way back to that southern room there off the intersection?
Seems as good a spot as any. At least it's only got one way in. Easy to defend.
All right, let's make our way back there.
I'll either take up the front or the rear. I feel like Mel should take the other, if it matters.
No, you won't have any issues getting there. So you guys take the trek through the water, up the stairs, back through the 2 doors, and you're able to close this door, have it be set in case, there are people that follow after you. Who
I have a
knows?
question.
What's your
How
question?
many of you were tempted to actually move your character down that corridor, up the stairs, and then go the long
I was totally ready for that.
way?
Yeah, yeah. Now that I can actually move my character.
I love it. I was tempted to. I'm like, no, that seems silly. And as soon as everyone moved around, I'm like, yeah, but you know what? That's da. Anyway, go ahead.
It'd also be like 5 turns of movement or whatever, so like 30 seconds of walking.
So, you all make it to the room. There are torches, or there is a torch here that you can relight, so that way you've got light in here should you need it. I don't know if there's anyone amongst you that doesn't have dark vision. I believe you all have it. The only one I can imagine not having it is Aryanti.
No, I have it.
Yeah. I know the dark elf, the elf, and the other elf all have dark vision.
Does Mal have like superior dark vision? Like, can you see 140 feet?
I do. I do. My dark vision is superior.
What if I just take your dark vision away?
Oh man.
Then it won't be superior any longer.
I wouldn't do that to you without any narrative reasons. So, the room is yours. What do you do?
I'm gonna sit down and lean against some stairs and close my eyes for an hour.
I come and just kind of sit next to you and I go, is everybody? Wow. Okay. That was.
I'm gonna keep my greatsword out and just kind of crouch down and put my back into the corner and just keep my ears open for any sounds coming from outside, because I don't need any rest.
Yeah, why don't you give
I don't
me...
think, unless some of my stuff comes back on short rests.
It's up to you.
I don't even know. I need to know the mechanics.
Does
Oh, long
Ray come
rest.
back?
Long rest. No,
No,
it's all
rage
long
is long
rest.
rest, as we learned in Stygian Turn.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you were so mean.
Y'all asked for me to be mean. I delivered.
I don't remember that.
Well, it's in the session 0 notes.
I remember.
So,
Mel's in a similar boat to Haven. She doesn't really need a ton of rest, so she's gonna put her bow away and have her two scimitars out, and she's just gonna try and be alert towards the direction of the door.
For those of you that are keeping a semi-watch here, I'm going to ask for perception checks. Oh, look at that.
Twinsies.
Twinsies. We love it. I will keep your 13s in mind. For the rest of you who are taking short rests, you're able to click that button, regain what you regain in the terms of resources, and if you wish to roll hit dice. Hell yes, Aaron. Let's go.
Nice roll. Also,
I mean, twinsies. So you spend an hour down here, resting. You don't hear the sounds of footsteps for those of you who keep watching, at least not through the door, if there are any. No one comes to disturb you.
Saren will stir after he starts feeling better. Thank you, friends, for the breather. I feel much better.
Yeah, thank you.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, go back.
wonder what other interesting contraptions we'll find down here.
Yes, perhaps I acted too hasty. It's, well, now we know what to expect.
Okay, so there's a door down here, and then there's a corridor. Do you guys see any other entrances?
Can I look here to see what might be east? Is there anything east here, Faye?
You see the door.
That is a door.
That is a door.
Oh, there's the stairs
Oh.
over here too. Whose door was this? Mel, was this your door? Like, should we which way should we go?
I think mine was the south one we just came from.
Oh, whose was this?
This wasn't anyone's door. This was because you had 3 doors in the room before, and then you took that and then it led down here. So this is an entirely new door. You've not interacted with it before.
Okay.
Or you have.
I camped out by that door during combat, but that's it.
Faye, did you say that this was some sort of like altar at the west end of the room?
Yes, that is an altar.
I'd like to take a look at this altar before moving. I mean, we dispatched those cultists, let that guy go, and then just ran away from the room.
Yeah, the altar seems to roll me a religion check.
Fine.
9. It looks like it's every other altar you've kind of passed by here. Dark, grimy, perhaps tied to one of the dead 3.
Okay.
Also, Saren, make sure that because you had it last, you've got the iron keyring with 7 keys on in your inventory.
Got-
Unless
It's
you want to throw that away, but that may or
We'll
may
hang
not
on to it.
come into play later. Chekhov's gun and all that. So, you've got an altar, you've got a door, you've got a watered passageway down with a turn and a stairwell.
Perhaps we should check these other directions before opening any more doors, so nothing comes from behind us.
Okay. I'll go down this corridor. Oh, hey, Haven.
Seems to connect.
Stairs going up. There's another door.
Of course, there's another door.
Or do you choose?
Well, we're already here. Should we just open this one?
Okay. Doesn't look like
Uh,
it's locked.
Would you like to do an investigation check?
That's amazing. 8.
As you look over the door, it does not appear to be trapped or locked.
That's great. Can I try to open it?
Sure.
Open it.
Do-do-do. All right. Yeah.
I'm so careful about opening this area up.
Yeah,
It's making me nervous.
it's like
Right?
you only see what your character sees. It's almost like you have line of sight. Like you have to explore.
Magda just walked out of line of sight of all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, I opened the door.
You called that out?
Yeah.
Cool. As you call that out, I'm going to ask for initiative rolls.
Uh-oh.
As you alert someone to your existence.
Oh god.
It is Meliodas. Right after now it is Haven. And after Serenade is Rado. So, Meliodas, you don't quite know what is going on, except that Magda has just gone through the door and called out that the door is unlocked and open.
Okay. I'll move forward. Excuse me, Darren, can I just scooch past there?
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm sure there's room.
That's as far as I can get.
All right.
Hey, Magda.
With that, it is going to be these guys go, and they've got 30 feet of movement. So, 20, 25, 30. So, what you see coming towards you, Magda, and what you can kind of hear, Melioras, is the sound of these skeletal rats as they begin to rush forward, scampering along the ground here. They do look, well, they do look hostile and aggressive, and, well, if a skeleton could look hungry, I guess they would as well. But they use their action to move, and that is all they can do. This turn, at least. Haven, it's your turn.
Oh, shoot.
You don't quite notice anything out of the ordinary from where you stand.
Can I have, like, screamed when the rat came towards me?
I mean, sure, but they already heard that you called out, so screaming's really not going to help.
Yeah.
Haven, there's a deathly scream that comes from Magda.
Oh, what is it now? We can move through the spaces of our compatriots, right?
You can move through friendlies, yes.
Because I think of 30 feet of movement, that would put me like right on Magda square. So I either have to go behind Mel or dash to be at Magda.
Right.
But if I dash past Magda, would that trigger an op attack from the rats?
Potentially, you don't know.
How about, since I don't know that they're there yet, Haven's going to start moving toward Mel and Magda. And can I see, do I have line of sight on what's around that corner?
No, not even Mel has line of sight. Mel just heard.
So yeah, he'll just approach. What is it now?
Bony rats! Bony rats!
Okay.
Animated armor, bony rats.
Anything else from Haven?
Nope.
Alright. It comes to Flennis's turn, and she moves just to have a better sight of Magda. And then a little bit back to keep some distance there as she points her finger, and as she does so, that is a 19 to hit Magda.
Yeah.
From her finger, you see a spectral hand crawl out of her wrist and travel over the distance of the battlefield to grab hold. It sinks into your chest. You feel it sort of wrap around your heart as you take 7 points of necrotic damage. You cannot regain HP until the start of Flennis's next turn. And as her turn comes to an end, it will be... where's my mouse? Hold on.
Skeletal mouse?
No, like my actual mouse. It will be Saren's turn. However, we'll be picking up Saren's turn after our upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We will be right back to continue our combat, but before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Will to Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi. Link to that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things there. So, stick around with us. We'll see you guys very soon. Alright, we are back in action, and as we return, it is Saren, your go. You've been left kind of in the back.
Alright, I will move up and follow Haven as far as I can. Is this little like partial square a full spot to stand?
Yeah, I'll say so. What
All
are
right.
purposes?
That's
Yes. All right, so Saren moves, and that's it. We love it.
I will take the dodge action, please.
Smart.
I didn't
Magda,
think of that.
it is your turn. You've got all these skeletal rats in front of you. What would you like to do?
Okay, how tall are these skeletal rats? Can I like jump over them or walk over them to get to the other side?
I mean, it's a full swarm. So if you want to try that, go for it.
Yeah, because I look over and I notice that all of my companions are like in the hallway, and I'm like, I gotta stop going first and then doing things without telling my friends. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, and if you could try to move me on the other side of the swarm rats. Okay, and I've decided that I want to be the dumbest person in the world. Oh, I want to be the dumbest person in the world. Yes, I do. I would like to risk an up attack and go into this room and move over to the far north as possible. No. No. Yes.
Cool. So, how much movement does Magda have?
I have total movement of 30 feet.
Okay, cool. You can get there.
Thank you very much, and that'll be the end of my turn. Oh no, I would like to take the dodge action, please.
Okay, Magda takes the dodge action. Smart. It's then Melioris, your turn. What would you like to do? Magda has once again disappeared.
Oh, crap.
Well, I would step one, take a step forward so I can look in to see if I can see where Magda went.
You don't see Magda,
Can
but
I
you
see?
do see the rats on the ground, which probably what she screamed at, and the figure in the room, which is this frighteningly thin woman, all in black robes that are kind of tattered. You see that a cowl is over her face. There's a body at her feet, or well, nearby her, right at her feet nowadays.
That is troubling. I don't particularly care about these rats, so I would like to rush at the humanoid figure and risk. Wait, did they take an op attack already? Is their reaction gone?
They have not taken an opportunity attack.
Okay, well, I will risk one as I run at the.
So, as you run through the skeletal
Lemon?
rats, they will take an attack of opportunity. But miss with a 7. So, Melioris, you're fine.
Hey. Okay. Well, I have both of my scimitars out from our watch,
You do.
so I would like to swipe with my scimitars at this character.
Go for it.
You click on the right button. That's a 16 to hit
Yep.
for 8 points of damage, and bonus attack 22 to hit for 5 points.
Okay. Anything else from Melioris? I don't believe so. That's movement, bonus action, action.
Yep, that is it for me.
And it is going to be our rats, and the rats run to Magda. And now that they are here,
nuts.
are going to try and bite Magda. And that is a natural 20.
Oh. Okay.
For 7 points of piercing damage as they bite you.
And I go down.
How do you go? Oh, because you got hit by the... That's right. Haven.
Yeah, and only used one hit dice instead of both.
Yeah,
Because,
I was
just
like,
in case.
you got 7 HP on your short rest. How did you go down? And then I remembered that I hit you on the other turn.
She had some sort of spectral claw hanging off of her.
Yeah, it's almost like she had chill touch or something. What was that? Haven, we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
I can't remember if Magda mentioned anything about the rats or if there was just a scream.
There was just a scream, and then Magda disappeared, and now Meliodas has also disappeared.
Wait, didn't I say bony rats?
Well, you said that to Meliodas,
maybe.
and then you screamed, like, bloody murder.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Haven... Seeing everybody's disappearing, he's gonna go down and around the corner.
Alright, yeah.
And then I think once I get line of sight of this character that's fighting Mel and hearing bony rats, Haven just thinks that Magda called this very, very skinny, scary lady a bony rat. And he's gonna draw out one of his hand axes and throw it down, trying to get past Mel and hit this woman
Yeah,
that's
go for
obviously
it.
engaged with Mel. Actually, I'm gonna move close enough so that I have short range because it's a 20-foot range.
Alright.
I just gotta find my character sheet. If I do reckless attack, does that work on ranged attacks too?
I believe Reckless works on ranged, yes.
When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack
Melee.
rolls.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was something... I know that rage only affects melee, but yeah. Always good to read. It's been a while since we've had a barbarian actively.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright. So, we be throwing an axe.
Go for it.
That's a 16 to hit this lady.
A 16 will hit.
Ooh, that's good damage. 9 slashing damage.
Ooh, that is good damage. So as your hand axe soars, there's a few bits of momentum, and it slashes across, cutting through the tattered robes. But she still stands up, this bony figure.
Give me 1 second. I'm just deciding if I, after... After I throw the axe and see that it hits, then I will take another step into the room and see if I can see Magda.
Yeah, you'd be able to see Magda and all the skeletal rats that are swarming around her collapsed body.
Oh my god. Saren, get in here. We need your help.
Alright. As Haven calls that out, it is going to be Flennis's turn. And as much as she sneers, looking at Meliodas right in front of her, she doesn't quite like the fact that there might be more coming.
Damn it.
So she wants to... What does she want to do? Yeah, she'll do this. She points a finger at Haven right over Meliodas' shoulder. And this thin green beam comes out from it. That is a 12 to hit Haven.
That misses.
Alright, you are not struck by this spell. And that's it for her turn as she mutters a curse. Saren, it is your turn. Haven has called for you to come and assist them.
Alright, Theron will move up. Can you see the lady all the way in the back there?
It's a little bit hard to see through the thick elf that is Haven, but yes.
Okay, can I get a dex save?
Sure. That's a 5.
That's a fail. They'll take a max of 8 damage from Sacred Flame.
Ooh, our figure's starting to look a little worn in the way that she carries herself.
And I'll move in a little bit closer. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Magda, we come to your turn. You are currently unconscious at the start of your turn. Would you like to make for me a death saving throw?
Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, 18. I save.
That is a success. What was the last thought that you had before you went down?
Oh, rats.
Very fitting. But unfortunately, that is all we can do on your turn, Magda. As we come to the top of the round, Melioras, once more, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I would like to slice and dice this hooded figure. That's the 13.
A 13 will hit.
Yay! 5 points of damage. And that's a natural 20 for my offhand attack.
Damn.
Interesting.
Okay. So it'll be down. 11, 16. This figure goes down. Leaving just the rats. Anything else from Melioras?
Will move. Because can I see the rat swarm, or is there a column in the way?
There is, so these are, wooden beams that connect to the ceiling. They are a little dilapidated, starting to rot. But it's not full enough to give a full cover, so you do see that they are kind of swarming over the fallen body of Magda.
I don't like that, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna move right next to Magda and the bony rat swarm.
Great.
Getting ready for next time.
Alright. Well, it is their turn, and seeing that Magda's kind of down and out, they're gonna go for you, Mel. So as they
Yay!
swarm over top of Magda's unconscious body and they start climbing over your feet, they're gonna try and bite you. With a 21 to hit,
That's it.
for 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's it for their turn. Haven, we come to your go.
Are they literally at the same square as Mel?
They are. Their range is 0.
Interesting. Is it safe to try and attack them? Like, are they skittering in the floor around her feet that I could safely chop and not chop her feet off?
For the sake of camaraderie and storytelling, yes.
Or maybe I want to chop her feet off.
You are a murderer.
Don't give away all my secrets. It was an accident. Maybe. I've seen everybody down here kill too. Haven will move over to be near Bell and see if he can take out some of these rats. I don't really feel like hacking at them with a greatsword is like the right flavor though. So he's gonna take out his smithing hammer again and try and smash him.
Hell yeah, go for it.
And I think a 9 will miss.
A 9 will unfortunately miss our swarm of rats.
Slippery little buggers.
All right. Haven's turn comes to an end. Saren, we come to your go.
From where I am, can I see the rats swarming Mel?
Yes. You do have some cover between that because of the dilapidated rotting wood pillar. So if you're using anything that has a 2-hit roll on it, they do get an AC bonus. But otherwise, you can see them.
Just a deck save, please.
Yeah, we can do a deck save. That's a 6.
That's a fail. 1 radiant damage.
Well, guys, the rat swarm has finally been damaged. I believe that's it for Saren's turn, however.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back there.
Alright, Magda, we come to your turn. You are still unconscious. Would you like to roll for me your next death saving throw?
Oh, that was almost natural 20.
That is another,
another
success.
success.
Yep, you are well on your way to recovery. Would you like to tell me a memory?
Her mother telling her to, be careful. It's kind of dangerous out there. And me rolling my eyes and going, Mom, I'm always careful. I've been doing this a while. It'll be okay.
With that, top of the round, Meliodas. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm not thrilled that I have these bony rats swarming all over me, so I'd like to do something about that. So am I am I able to take scimitar strikes at the rats that are swarming all over me?
Yes.
I don't know what this looks like. I imagine it looks pretty silly, but I'm gonna do it because I don't like these rats. That's a dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 6 points. Offhand, 19 to hit for 4 points.
They don't seem to do as much damage as you had hoped, due to the fact that perhaps these are swarm. But you are getting through most of them. You're down to about half of the swarm that you had before. But it is their turn.
Progress.
And since Meliodas is still right here, they're still gonna try and bite you. That is a natural 20 to hit Meliodas.
Oh, funny enough, that doesn't hit. Weird.
It's so weird. Oh, that's shit damage.
So weird.
4 points of piercing damage on that crit.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm rolling horrible on the crits. Just 1s and 2s. And a 3 on one of them.
And yet you kill me.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
You're not dead yet.
Yeah.
You're not dead yet, this is right. That's it for their go. Haven, we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
Smash a boar with my hammer. Recklessly attack this time.
Hell
Since
yeah.
it seems like they're focused on Mel.
Go for it.
Let's squash these little buggers.
I love that buggers gets, asterisk.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I maybe thought
That's
you
a
said
21 to hit.
something else, though. 21 will
Does it-
definitely hit.
Does it rhyme with Smuckers?
Smastards.
We could play this game all night. Oh, that's good damage. That's 7 squishy damage.
That is 7 squishy damage. Now, an interesting thing here. Normally, swarms are resistant to bludgeoning, but skeletons are weak to it. So it's just, it cancels each other out to a normal thing, which means you do enough smashy damage for this thing to go down. Would you like to paint a picture of your whack-a-mole?
I think Whack-a-Mole's probably actually pretty good. He even just starts pounding his hammer on the floor, determined to back one or two of them. And I guess that works pretty well.
Yeah. So as there is the sound of crunch underneath the hammer, one after another, Meliors, you dancing out of the way so that way your toesies don't get smashed. Well, just because of reasons. While you are no longer bound by the initiative, Saren, you would have been the next to act. What would you do in this moment?
Saren doesn't even know that Magna's down, so he would have taken a step in, seeing that all the skeleton rats had stopped. Probably see Magna in the corner and then run over. Saren will use Spare the Dying on Magna.
Okay, so Magda does not have to worry about making death saves. But I don't believe Spare the Dying restores any HP.
Not mechanically, no.
Nope. Well, maybe you need to wait another hour so that someone can utilize hit dice.
She doesn't come back to 1 after the combat?
No, not this time. I've already been lenient.
Oh. Okay, then I will use Cure Wounds.
Oh,
Magda gets 8 points.
Nice.
Magda is healed with 8 HP.
Oh, hello. Hi. I don't like rats.
They didn't like you. Are you okay?
I mean, regular rats are cute, but that was bony rats. Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. And Saren will kind of get everybody's eyes, and that was it for today.
What's the body?
She's over there, and Saren will point towards the opposite pillar.
Yeah. So you've got the woman in the black cloak, and robe. You also have there's a table here that has the body, the other one that was the dead body that she was nearby. That's like on a scorched, burned table. Um,
Can I check the table for anything useful?
there's a corpse on the table.
That could have its uses.
That's what I was thinking.
Did I search the cloaked woman corpse?
Yeah. Uh, she's got a black robe. It's tattered. Doesn't really seem to have much. She has a flail upon her that is a has a silver skull as the actual weapon part of it. Uh, then what else does she have? There is a dusty book made of black leather covers. There on it is a tiny skull shaped locking mechanism. Um, you're not seeing a key immediately, but if you'd like to make for me a investigation check.
Sure. With my +0. Plus the 16.
You find the tiny key is stuck in her hair.
Great. I unstick it from her hair.
Beautiful. So now you have the key and the locked book.
Hey guys, so Haven, you like squishing things. Do you want this flail? Looks kind of goth. And then, yeah, Saren, I don't know. Do you use books for things?
Uh, Not for magical purposes. It seems to have been coming to me naturally since I gained this power. I've got these 3 other books. Should we add that one to the pile? They may be worth something
Sure,
to someone.
possibly. You're also the keeper of the keys, so here's the little key that opens the lock on this book.
Oh, okay. I'll just add it on my key ring here.
Don't you want to check to see what the book is about? Maybe it has notes over to say, hey, this is where we are the bad guys.
If they even move to like unlock and open that book, like Haven's moving as far away as possible, especially from that flail.
Hmm. I've had bad luck unlocking one thing already. Perhaps we wait until later.
I mean, if
Okay.
I'm
Magda wants
not.
to open the book,
Magna, would you like to open the book?
Yes. Can
Are
I
you
open
sure
the
you
book?
don't want to wait till maybe another time?
Oh, I look over at Haven and look over at Mel's face. And I go, should I wait?
Do whatever you want to do. I'll be over here.
Yeah, that looks interesting. I think I might join you.
I'll hold the book, you open it.
Hang on. I'm gonna go around the corner.
So, Magda, you've been given the book
Yeah.
and the key.
Oh, okay, well, wait, didn't Mel say she wanted to join me?
No, I think she was talking to Haven. There was a
No,
certain
I was talking to Haven.
yeah, there was a certain tone to
Okay.
that voice that was like, that's interesting, far away.
Okay, I'm gonna open the book.
Cool. So as you put the key into the skull-shaped lock and you turn, it's very easy. You feel the soft click, and you're able to open it, and you see it is a spell book. But as you flip through the pages, there is a wisp of dark smoke that comes out, and it turns into a skull that, as it looks at you, cackles maniacally, and then dissipates. Um, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, Magda.
Okay. Wait, is this a spell or other magical effects?
It is a magical effect, yes.
Oh, double 13s for 15.
15. You are very close to failing, but you succeed. And you are not cursed.
Ooh, okay.
But you have a spell book now.
Okay, that was kind of weird. And I close the book, lock it up, and then I go bring it over to Sarah and goes, here, you want to hold it?
Not really, but sure. We'll put it with the other one.
Okay.
Into my backpack.
Okay. You can add a spell book to your backpack. So, what?
Take that flail now.
Okay. You can add a flail to your inventory. Just know that it has a silver skull at the end. If you want to add that note.
I have a question. I can do identify. Do you want me to check to see if I can identify it?
Well, perhaps. Are you talking about the spell book or the flail?
The flail.
That's up to you.
Haven, do you want me to take a look at it?
For what?
Do you
It's
want
a
me to take a
flail.
look at your flail? Oh, okay. Never
I
mind.
mean, if
Okay.
you want to look at it.
Can I cast identify on the flail? Is it anything interesting?
It does not seem to have anything interesting.
Okay, it's a flail. I'm gonna go sit down now. Oh, and my map is up.
Cool.
I'd have to change it on stream anyway for the camera, so if you want to drop that, I can. So, what do you guys wish to do now?
Let's
Oh, well,
just
I learned
remember
my
that
lesson.
there's other people down here too.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna let somebody else take the lead, and maybe I'll try to be more quiet.
We're all learning lessons this evening.
Yeah, and maybe not open the books as it's locked. Do you think that skull was gonna hurt me?
Yes.
Okay.
It looked like it was trying to latch onto you, but it either was unsuccessful or you resisted somehow, so fortunate.
Okay.
Based on stories I've heard before, that thing definitely sounded like it was out to get you.
Even. Okay.
Just hope it doesn't come out the next time we try and open the book. Well, I'm not opening that damn book.
I look to Haven, and try to see if he's just teasing me, like my brothers do, or if he's really serious.
I'm seriously not opening that book ever again.
Okay.
Shall we proceed?
Okay. But I'm not going first.
Saren will follow Haven.
Yeah, if everybody says that they're kind of indicating they're ready to go, Haven will walk back out to the crossroads and look down south around this bending hallway. I'd like to move more quietly if I can.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
that's a good
roll
idea.
a stealth check to move quietly.
I think I'm very well hidden. Haven will like creep around the corner to look down the hallway.
Alright. So, you've got another curve and stairs leading up. You see a door off to the south.
Haven will look back at the others and point down the hall and like, I don't know if you can gesticulate what a door looks like. Maybe like a one and then make a rectangle with your hand. Exactly. I'll walk up and listen at the door.
Roll me a perception check, please.
That's a 5.
It's quiet beyond the door.
Haven just kind of shrugs. He keeps moving to look up the stairs.
There's another door at the top of the stairs.
He looks back at the others and points and makes another international sign of a door.
It's the international sign of a donut.
I love that movie.
I'm glad you got the reference.
Saren's gonna. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we've used it before, but it's been a while, and I'm here for it.
Saren's gonna point at that door to the south. I'll move in front of it. Are there any?
Do you want
Can
me to open it?
I?
Do you want to go inside, Sarah?
It's just a door, right?
It seems just to be a door.
Can I check and see if there are any traps?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
7.
You do not see any traps on the door.
Okay, can I quietly, like, test the door to see if it's locked?
As you give a little turn, the door seems to be unlocked.
Can I gently open it?
Yeah,
Quietly?
why don't you roll me a sleight of hand check to gently open it?
That's a 9.
It's not the quietest. Your hand's a little quick on it, and there's a bump, but the door opens, and it seems the only thing you alert is the rat that's scurrying around trying to find food.
One single rat.
You just see a single tiny rat skittering about the room here, uh, trying to just sniff out different areas.
Saren's gonna motion to Haven to, like, come here and tell him to go in the room with it quietly.
There's nothing in here.
I just see one rat and a passage around the corner.
It's not skeletal, is it?
Is it skeletal thing?
Nope, it's a normal rat.
I'll just shake my head no.
Can I look around the corner to my right?
There's a hallway. Just kind of continues on.
Haven moves down and tries to kick at the rat.
Give me an attack roll. Uh, yeah, you kick the rat and it hits a wall, and there's just like a small splat sound, and then it slides off. Rats don't have a lot of or a lot of HP. I'm pretty sure it's like 2, if not 1. So there was a rat here.
Hope nobody was counting on that for dinner.
Saren will kind of lean back out into the hallway and gesture for Mel and Magda to follow in.
Y'all can come in.
Yes.
Just looks like a long hallway down here.
Should we check it out?
Yes. Does my stealth roll still apply?
No, because you actively took something to break stealth by kicking a rat.
Kicking a rat. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna cautiously move down this hall. I'm nervous about, like, some sort of traps or anything.
Alright, do you want to roll for me a investigation check to check for any traps?
Sure. Natural 3.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Let's just say it's one. So, as you move down, get on the board here, you can see that there is a ruined, rubbled tunnel here at the bottom of the stairs.
Is it, like, filled with water and stuff?
It has that same murky water that you have traveled through in other parts of this dungeon, yes. It's not overfilled, like you can't, like, it's still like that, only like 3 feet at most kind of thing.
How tall is Magda?
She's like 5'2", 5'3".
Okay. I thought you were saying she was small at some point.
Well, 5'2" is pretty small.
You're still a medium-sized creature. You gotta remember,
Yes.
small has a different meaning in game mechanics. You are short.
I am short. Like a waif-like girl. Short and skinny.
Looks like I see another door down there. So it's either the door down here or the door back in the hall. Or the door back in the room with the altar.
Well, maybe we see this one through. We still have to get out of here, so if we miss any doors, we can always come back if we need to backtrack.
You say it's just water in this passageway?
It's water, and then some areas, especially like when you're down, because of the rubble and how it's fallen, and some of the area you will have to kind of squeeze through. It's only like 2.5 feet wide, so it's like single file squeezing through. But other than that, it doesn't seem dangerous to move down here. Just maybe a little cumbersome.
Yeah, Haven will move down toward the door, and I think if the others follow behind, they would notice that he seems kind of adept at squeezing through this cave. He almost seems comfortable at going through that smaller type of passage.
He really just flew through there, eh?
I mean, this is his place. Now we're talking.
Alright, Haven, as you approach the closed door, what do you do?
Listen
Oh.
at the door.
Roll me a perception check.
It cocked onto the 4, dang it.
You hear nothing. Just the sounds of your companion sloshing through the water behind you.
Maybe they're throwing it off, yeah. I'm gonna try and mimic what Saren did and see if I can, like... Actually, I want to investigate the door to make sure it's not trapped.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
11.
You do not seem to find any traps upon the door.
Now I'd like to try and quietly open it like Saren did back in the last one.
Sleight of hand, please.
16.
You do manage to open it as quietly as you can with the water displaced and sloshing about, but the door opens and you're able to see a little bit further than you had before.
Seems quiet in here. Haven turns to look over his shoulder, make sure everybody's still back there.
Yep.
I
don't-
wave.
Proceed into the room,
As you proceed into the room,
or at least toward the corner.
yeah.
He'll step back, let the others approach and enter. This place just goes on and on.
What you see here, as you enter into this room, is it's flooded. So let me actually get the wet noises. The there are 4 wooden beams here. Again, they are rotting because of the water that is spilled in. They rise out of the murky water and brace the ceiling. You do see there is a bit of rubble in the northeast corner, but a quick investigation doesn't really have much of interest. It's just broken rock. But you do notice that there was a passage that moves upwards.
And unfortunately, since there's all this water here, we can't see if there's any real evidence or signs of passage from others.
This is true.
How deep is the water that we're standing in?
About 3 feet. So, like, waist height.
Is everybody good to move on?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
see where this goes.
Slosh my way up the hallway. Oh, it might be a dead end.
As you slosh your way up to the hallway, it is unfortunately what appears to be a dead end. There is a stone sarcophagus open, resting in the center of this crypt. You see the stone lid lying in 3 pieces, broken underneath the water, just north of the sarcophagus.
Another one of these, huh?
Does anyone look inside the crypt?
Okay. I look inside.
What you see as you look in is that the exposure to the dampness has rotted away the bones that were left in the sarcophagus, leaving them nothing but a black sludge.
Oh, does it smell foul?
I mean, everything smells foul. The water that you're traveling through is technically from the sewage.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down here. In there, I mean.
You checked the last one. Aren't you going to check this one? Saren just kind of smiled.
You want me to jump in?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm. You don't have to check this, Magda. You remember you reached into the last one full of bones and found some things, but this looks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I go and put my hands up.
Okay.
As
That's right, that's where the
Magda
books were.
reaches her hand into the sludge, disturbing the contents of the sarcophagus, you all watch as the air is filled with this misty, ghostly apparition as a battle axe forms right above the sarcophagus, and we're rolling initiatives. I should just expect Meliodas to go first.
Mel and Vass always have really good initiative. It's almost like your deck here.
Alright, so it'll be Meliodas, our battle axe, Haven, and Saren, and Magda. So, Meliodas, you are the first to act. What do you wish to do?
Well, I imagine I've been walking around with my scimitars out, considering we've been stumbling into hostile situations quite frequently, so I'd like to take some swipes at this ghostly battle axe.
Yeah, go for it.
Dirty 20.
So
Are
an
we
in-
flanking it?
so an interesting thing happens here. As Melioris, your scimitar swings out, it looks for a moment you're about to make impact, and then your blade passes through it as if there's nothing there.
Oh, great. Guys, I can't hit it. Okay. What can I do as my bonus action? Anything that I can do? Nope. I guess I will just shuffle around.
Okay. Easily able to shuffle around
Make
it.
more room.
Yep. It is our Battle Axe's turn. And we have 4 potential targets. This is going to take a swing at Melioris. But I'm pretty sure that an 11 misses.
Yep.
So you feel the wind rush past you as this thing tries to impact against you. And with that, it is the end of its turn. And Haven, we come to your go.
I think seeing that the scimitar didn't do any damage, Haven's a bit concerned because he likes using bladed weapons. He's gonna try and use this flail that he picked up off that lady. See if maybe this like spectral creature likes this skeleton business end of the flail. But that's a natural one.
Unfortunately, it misses. You slam into the actual sarcophagus instead of the battle axe.
I'm still getting used to it.
Saren, it's your turn.
Dex save, please.
Now, a procedural question. For Sacred Flame, does it specify that it has to be a creature?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is no target for your spectral or your Sacred Flame.
But that's unfortunate.
Anything else, Saren?
If that's my action, then I guess not.
Okay. Magda.
If I move over here, do I get a flank with Haven?
Sure.
Thank you. I would like to try to go in and attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Okay, that is 15 to hit.
So an interesting thing here.
Uh-oh.
Same as like what happened with Melioris, your blade comes forward, looks like it's about to make impact, and then cuts right through it as if there's nothing there.
There's something wrong, and that's the end of it. Here.
As Magda's turn comes to an end, we will be joining back at the top of the round with Melioris after our upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue our combat, but before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at World Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi, link to that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month, including special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. Full list is available on our Discord. So, hang out with us. See you guys very soon. All right, as we return, Meliodas, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't think there's anything I can do to get rid of this ghostly battle axe,
Okay.
unless could I make an Arcana check to see if I have any idea how to make this thing go away?
That would be your action, but yes, you can do so.
Okay. 16.
16. It looks to be the effects of a spell, so if you have a dispel magic, that might be a way to get rid of it.
Okay. Guys, unless you've got spell magic, I don't think we can do anything. And then Melioris is going to use her movement. Does moving diagonally count as a square? Is it just for combat, or is moving diagonally 2 squares?
It's for if you're moving 1 square diagonally, it's 5 feet, and then for every other diagonal feet after that, it's considered 2. It's how I've always heard it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Cool. Think we need to leave. That's it.
Alright. It is the axe's turn. We've got 3 people nearby it. This turn, it takes an attempt to hit Haven. With a 23 to hit.
Yes.
That is 5 points of force damage.
Oof.
Haven, it is your turn.
I mean, I really want to smash it, but I know I can't. Haven will take the disengage action and follow Melioras back out of this room.
Okay.
I think that's all the farther I go. Otherwise, I end up in her square.
Okay. Saren, it is your turn.
I too will take the disengage action and start moving away.
Alright.
Vincent, repeat.
Okay. Top of the round, it is Melioras' turn.
I will move my 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll use my action to dash.
Beautiful.
Another 6. And I cannot see where you can't see my cursor. Is this 2?
So, 1 here. Hold on, let me get the pointer. 1.
Okay.
1.
That's where I was, right? I was
2,
here.
3, 4, and then 5 would be one of these 2. And then
Okay.
6.
So I can get right to the top of the stairs.
Yep.
6. Okay.
All right, it is our battle axe's turn, and it will float from where it is in the sarcophagus to right here, close enough to hit Magda.
Oh, hello.
But an 8 misses, so you're fine. Haven, it is your turn.
Haven's going to not use the laser pointer. He's gonna go down the hall, and then hang a right to kind of cover the escape of the others.
Oh,
So come down
Haven's
here,
right.
and
not my right. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm visualizing him looking down the hall
Yeah, no,
that way and turning right.
that's good. That's great.
And then, yeah, so Saren and Magda would see Haven kind of walk off down the hall and then turn to the right, and he'll take the dodge action at that corner.
Sounds great. Saren,
May I say, when the axe almost hit me, could I have said, "Let's go faster! Let's go faster!"
yeah, totally. Saren, it is your turn.
I will use the dash action.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then Magda, it is your turn.
I'd like to use a disengaged action and then go right here.
Well,
End of turn.
as that happens,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say that you guys are no longer bound by initiative.
Oh, thank goodness.
But you would see that as Magda runs, anyone who's looking down the hall or over their shoulder would notice that the ghostly axe floats there for a moment and then fades away.
It
Well,
was just
that's one way
protecting
to
the
do it.
sarcophagus.
Oh. Do you want me to go back and try it again?
Saren's gonna be like, no.
Okay.
It seems to have been bound to the sarcophagus. Whatever it was. Let's work our way back towards one of those doors we passed.
I want to go back and peek in the room
Haven's
again.
going back.
Haven, as you peek into the room, you don't see anything. As soon
I'm
as you
gonna step closer
enter the
and look
room,
into it.
you see the ghostly axe reappear.
Okay,
It is going to take a swipe at you
that's fine.
with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That'd be 3 points of force damage.
Oof. I am going to take the disengage action and get as far away from it as I can.
Okay. It's easy enough for you to get out. No true initiative.
I went back to look at it again. It came back and got me.
All right, then we'll avoid it for now, I think. Should we try another door to continue on?
There's the one at the top of the steps.
Sounds good.
Did you hear anything out here, Mel?
Did I hear anything out here?
You've not
Yeah.
heard anything so far.
Looks like you've been standing around out here. Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't.
Have you been listening for anything?
I feel like I would have. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna listen at this door.
Perception check.
Or Haven proceeds to climb the stairs and put his ear close to the door.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a great roll.
You don't hear anything on the other side.
Seems okay. I feel like Brent said he wanted to open all the doors, though.
I wanted all of the doors to be opened, I suppose.
I was taking the literal meaning of that sentence.
Uh, that's fair.
What would you like
Brent
to
wants
do?
to open all the doors, but Saren doesn't want to open all the doors.
That's even more accurate.
That's amazing. What are you guys doing?
Is it locked?
I'd like to check it out.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm really good at these. That's a 1.
With a natural one, you struggle a bit, and maybe this is locked. But then you realize that it was just kind of jammed. It's not locked.
I'm just gonna open this one. No sleight of hand.
Yeah, you open it.
Do I see any rats in here?
Nope, no rats.
Dang it. Is that a table at the end of the hallway?
As you enter down the hallway, it leads to a dry, partially collapsed room, which contains a stone altar. Upon it, humanoid skulls and bones, also piled around it. At the top of the altar, it is covered with dozens of half-melted candles of black wax, all currently unlit.
There's an altar down there, and it seems like it's been used relatively recently.
Just like the last one, where we found that noble.
Lovely.
Like to move quietly down the hallway toward
Stealth
the room.
roll.
Yeah, I'll match that.
Stealth roll. It's an empty room. There's some rubble, stairway that leads down, and the altar with the unlit black candles.
Haven will proceed into the room, avoiding the altar. You say there's rubble here at the north end?
Yep. In the rubble, you see some crushed bones.
Someone didn't make it out alive.
Mel, what do you think it will happen if we lit the candles?
Probably nothing good.
So don't let it. Don't light it.
I would prefer they remain unlit.
Okay.
What does Magda prefer?
Oh, I listened to Mel. Tempted, but I listened to Mel.
Not a fan of light.
I don't think I'm a
Okay.
fan of black candles.
Okay.
You only have to worry about it if a virgin lights it. Uh, Black flame candle.
Thanks, Faye.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
Oh. I mean, do you think if it will it be like would the flame be different color? You think if you light it?
Magda, if you would like to light it, perhaps you can grab it on our way
No,
out.
no, no.
Take it back home with you.
Oh, okay, okay. No,
With
I
the
won't
heaven.
light it now, but I was thinking about taking one. But yeah, okay, I'll do what you say. We can go.
Also, good luck with that.
Okay.
And is she taking something?
No, I was going to, but then he said I can take it on our way back.
Yeah, go ahead. Take something from an altar in a dungeon that is devoted to the dead gods. It's a great idea.
Nothing bad will happen.
You're right. There's no consequences for anyone's actions. Not in my D&D. So what do you do?
Shall we continue on?
I don't trust this altar. I want to
No
peek
cultists
around the
to
corner.
take care of in here.
Looks like more steps down. Do I hear? I'd like to listen for noise in the next room.
Give me a perception check.
Rolling hot with these checks tonight.
You don't hear anything.
We're gonna go back to the pile of rubble and take a rock from it and throw it down the hall into the water farther into the room.
Cool. You hear a thud. Like hits the water and it sinks down.
No sounds of other activity.
Nope. Not you.
Perfect. Going to the corner of the room and looking in.
Cool. Looking in, you see the rest of the room here, and there's some other stuff, but let me just fill my map because I like doing that. Cool. So, as you come to this area, it is flooded. You see that this room, the ceiling is supported by numerous of these wooden beams, and the air here smells like rotten eggs. There is a putrid stench that is carrying just beyond the room. Roll for me survival checks, please. Anyone who's interested. Melioris. Haven. The two of you. Yeah, it is. Melioris and Haven. The two of you are able to recognize that the stench that you're smelling, it's an indicator for flammable gas that's in that room.
No torches. No fire. No fire spells. Unless we want to blow this whole room up.
That's good to know.
If we need to bring this place down in a pinch, that might be one way to do it, though.
As long as we do that from quite the distance.
You could use one of your arrows.
That could work.
Haven will cautiously proceed into the room.
As you
There's a closed door here.
There is a closed door there. Would you like to open the door?
No.
You see that there's another portion of the room still supported by beams, kind of partially collapsed. There's a bit of a passageway that leads further into the dungeons.
Mel and Magda just hanging out.
I'm hanging back for the moment. I don't like the idea of going into a room full of flammable gas.
Understood.
And I'm just behind Mel, hanging out, kind of looking over her shoulder to see if I could get into the room, but I don't want to be rude.
You can always move around your friendlies.
Oh, then okay. Whoa, this is a cool room. I mean, I'm sorry. I should be quiet.
Haven kind of points his chin back toward that northeast corner. Looks like there's an alcove back there too.
Can I move up to this corner and take a look? Do I see anything back there? Anything else? Anything of note?
Nope, just more of those beams and some rubble.
Looks empty, except for the structure itself, which is collapsing, like the other areas.
Haven will shoot a glance to the side at Mel and then just kind of point down the hallway, and then he'll disappear around the corner. Fog of war, indeed.
So, you see that this pathway continues. There's still some support beams.
Haven will enter the room.
It still seems to have that gaseous smell, so perhaps not out of the woods yet.
Sarah, do you think if we open that door back there, it would vent some of this gas out of this room?
It could vent it, or just simply fill the entire cavern.
I will say that the doors are not entirely, airtight.
They are soundproof, though.
Sure.
That seemed like a very convincing confirmation.
You want me to go open the other door? I can open the other door.
Okay, but be careful.
I opened the door.
It leads to the room that you found Clem in. The
Oh, I gotta not yell to that. I come back. Guess what? The other door actually leads into where we were. Okay. Guess what? The other door, it leads to where we were. But I did leave it open.
A quicker escape, then, when we're ready to leave. Shall we
Okay.
proceed?
Haven will start moving slowly down through the room.
Saren will peek his head back around. and just kind of wave Mel forward that we're pushing through.
Elior's sighs and doesn't look super happy, but she'll follow after her companions.
Alright. As you move through the gaseous room, as you get further down, you start to smell it fade. No longer perhaps quite as intense. But when you reach the corner, and as you look down ahead of what might be there, this is where we must end our session. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back. Or not right back. This is... Wow. I need my sleep, it seems. But this is where we end our session. So, thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I will see you guys in our next stream. But until then, head over to worldwitch.com. Check us out there. Join us on our Discord to jump in a game yourself. Keep up to date with all of our announcements. If you want to catch us live, follow us here on Twitch. If you want to catch our VODs, head over to our YouTube. But, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.